So here I am, after I officially recorded my first video on September 3rd, 2018. It took me a very long time, but officially I'm at over 1 million views across all my videos. So the point of this video is to share my journey. I'm going to condense it down as much as possible because it did take me over 7 years to finally get to over 1 million views. You'll learn some of the mistakes I've made, and I'm going to give you my perspective on what it's like to be a small creator. Now, throughout those 7 or 8 years that I was making videos, I noticed that I've been inconsistent throughout the time. There have been periods of time where I took a month off or even 9 or 10 months off. So consistency is definitely one of the most important things you want to keep in mind when growing a YouTube channel. And throughout those years, my channel has also pivoted multiple times. I went from giving advice about basketball to doing a little bit of motivation and self-help, relationship advice. Then I transitioned to being a full-time car reviewer. I worked for a rental car company. I had access to hundreds of cars, and some of my most viewed videos are from car reviews. Now I'm back, transitioning back to basketball, doing it consistently full-time, and I'm going to focus more on doing workouts, giving my advice, and I'm hoping that this will eventually get me monetized. So being consistent with your topic and what you want to talk about is going to be crucial to your success. Now, I've never wanted to do my audience a disservice. Whatever topics I chose to talk about, I wanted to make sure that I was passionate about it and I was highly knowledgeable of those subjects. Now, that might have hindered me at times because certain times I didn't really have much information on the topics or lacked the motivation to do it. But every time I got in front of that camera, I knew I was passionate about what I was talking about, and I was happy to do it at the same time. Now, there is some advice going around about when you're doing a YouTube channel, you got to be able to do it for 6 months to a year consistency. I will tell you this. If you are a small creator and you're looking to grow on YouTube, go into it with a plan to do this for years, not just 6 months. Because if you plan to do this for at least 2 years, the first 6 months are going to be easy and you're not going to be locked in on trying to go to 6 months and then you expect certain results and you haven't achieved that yet. So when you go into this with a long-term outlook of at least 2 years, the 6 to 12 months that you start doing this are going to go by like a breeze. You're going to be expected to have failures along the way because your long-term outlook is at least 2 years. Now that leads me to the next thing, the topic that you choose to base your content around. You should be able to come up with at least 50 video ideas for your topic. That's right, at least 50. In one brainstorming session, you should be able to come up with at least 50 videos. Why do I say 50? Because when you prepare to go long-term on YouTube, you need to be able to do this for years. You need to be passionate about your topic. You need to know what you're talking about. 50 videos minimum. If you are extremely passionate about your topic, it's going to be a lot easier to make these videos. I was extremely passionate about cars. Now, even though I had to do some research on the subject, it was still fun. And actually, most of my most viewed videos are car reviews, believe it or not, which is something I did not expect because I ended up doing such a good job of that the only reason that was possible was because I was interested in the subject. It wasn't hard for me to make those videos. It did involve some research, but I enjoyed the whole process. So keep that in mind when you want to become a full-time YouTuber. So like I said, here I am again. I started about 8 months ago uploading consistently. And the reason why I wanted to get back into YouTube is my passion for basketball has never left. I've gotten even better at basketball since I've started YouTube. I'm in probably the best shape of my life. And I just want to share my journey, what I've known over the years. I mean, I put so many years into basketball. I want to put it to good use, share it to the world, and help other people out. And of course, I want to become a better person. I want to get better at talking on camera. This is new to me. This is the first time I'm talking outside in public. And growing a YouTube channel is going to change you as a person. Over these years that I've been doing YouTube, even though I haven't reached an extremely high amount of views or subscribers, I'm extremely proud of myself for getting to 1 million views. And if you start your journey too, you will become proud of the person you become. So once you start, you're gonna need a schedule. My schedule has changed multiple times since I decided to lock in and do this. We used to do shorts every day, and I would do one video a week. That was tough for me to do. I could not do one video a week for some reason. So now I transitioned to doing shorts every other day, and I do 2 videos a week, sometimes 3. For some reason, it's easier for me to do 2 videos a week and shorts every other day than to do shorts every day and 1 video a week. For you, it's gonna be different. You have to find out what works for you, and it's okay if your upload schedule changes because your life will change. Things happen, things come and go in your life that adjust your YouTube schedule, and that's okay. You're learning yourself as a person, or you're learning about yourself as a person rather, and you're gonna learn what works for you. So keep that in mind when you officially decide to lock in and do this. The key is to be efficient with your time. It's not gonna be easy. You're gonna be juggling a job, you probably have kids, you have other responsibilities, and doing YouTube is also like another full-time job. So keep that in mind. Be extremely efficient with your time. So here I am with over 1 million views. As of right now, I'm still not monetized, but my advice to you, if you're a small channel, still trying to grow, is to not give up on yourself. It's extremely easy to get discouraged when you see other people's successes. You know, people reach extreme success in 6 months to a year, and it's taking you much longer. But you respect yourself enough to not let other people's success bring you down. You're doing this for a reason. You're your own unique person. You have your own unique talents and abilities, and just be proud of that. So I hope to reach more milestones in the future. I hope to get monetized eventually. I'm not gonna give up. I hope you guys promise me that you won't give up as well. If you're looking to get into this, I hope I've inspired you to start your channel, to grow as a person, and let's all become better people. I have plenty more content on the way. If you're interested in subscribing to learn more about basketball content, please feel free to do so. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.